I'm Shay Miguel from CS Northwest, and today we're here at the Tacoma Dome celebrating the 17th annual Asia Pacific New Year celebration. And right now I'm here with
Kumuhula Napualani with Halal Hula o Napualani right here from the Seattle and Tacoma area.
So what is this celebration all about?
The celebration is an organization group that celebrates 47 countries and sharing their diversity and what they all have in common, which is a lot of traditional cultures, food, dance, and music.
That is really nice. So what is your stand all about?
We have a little booth here, and we're sharing a project. It's called the Kanaka Legacy, and it's an actual documentary of the earliest Hawaiians who have arrived from the islands of Hawaii, made their journeys and migrated here to the Pacific Northwest. And the Kanaka Legacy leaves a lot of historical impact of their historical content here.
That would be a really interesting documentary. So, tell me a tiny bit more about what all these stands are a bit more about.
Well, we have here, everyone is sharing, offers their services, their dances, their music, their foods, and their heritages. And so we felt that this was a good place for the Kanaka Legacy to be here so we can discuss our elders and our descendants from the islands. You know, they came here, when they came here, they came to work, and then they married and raised families, and their families are formed on lots of different communities up and down the Pacific Northwest, all the way from Canada down to California.
And here right now we are with, what's your name?
Gina Wickstead. I'm the principal of Summit Public Schools Olympus.
So what do you have going on here?
So we are a public school that is opening just a couple blocks away. We're one of the new charter schools in Tacoma. And so we're here to tell students about our school and hopefully get them signed up.
So you guys are preparing kids for graduation in college?
Yeah, so we have 7 schools in the Bay Area, and of those schools, 100% of the students graduate from high school, and 96% get into 4-year colleges.
If you ask me, that's really important to have a high school that will help you get into college.
You know, while we wait for them, I'll just
but how does that relate to the Pacific Northwest?
I'd just like to share you a little bit.
So charter schools are new to the Pacific Northwest. So we have one that opened in Seattle this year, but we'll be one of the first 3 opening in Tacoma. So our school will be the first charter high school in Tacoma, and then there'll be a middle school and an elementary school as well.
Well, that's really interesting. You know, maybe I'll go there sometime.
Cool, I hope
yeah.
you
do. Thank you. Bye. What's your name?
Jim. I'm Jim.
Jim.
My wife Jennifer.
So, what are the types of crystals you're selling here?
Well, we have lots of types of crystals here. One of our favorite is our serpentine that my wife and I collect north of Spokane here in Washington. It's the only one like it on the market in these colors. It's a very rare, noble serpentine. It's kind of our claim to fame. But we find all kinds of stuff. We go up by Mount Rainier a lot. We do a lot of prospecting, crystals, thunder eggs, agates, geodes. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff in Washington.
So what sort of crystals do you have around this area?
Around this area we have quartz crystals. We find quartz crystals here in Washington. We get a lot of quartz crystals up by Mount Rainier, Snoqualmie Pass, citrine crystals, amethyst crystals, amethyst like this. We get right here in Washington. There's a lot of stuff in Washington State. Actually is a gemological wonderland.
Did you actually carve these all by yourself?
No, we don't carve these. These actually come from Pakistan, which is the nation of choice today. This in particular is Pakistani onyx, very nice onyx. Our favorite, of course, is our serpentine. That's the one we collect, and I make stuff out of that.
What sort of things do you have around this area?
Around this area? Well, we have azurite, malachite. There's agates and geodes. There's a lot of stuff we find here. A lot of the stuff we have here comes from around the world. There's such a wide range of stuff from around the world. It's hard to ignore all the pretty stuff.
You know, one of my favorite hobbies is collecting crystals. Do you enjoy, getting all these stuff and selling them?
We love it. Yeah, we love collecting. We took up collecting about 9 years ago, and we just fell in love with it. So much that 2 years ago I quit my job of 30 years to do this full time. So she and I do this full time. It's awesome. Well, prospecting, that's one of our favorite things to do. We go prospecting for minerals out in the mountains, on the coast, lakes, rivers, anywhere we can. It's a lot of fun.
Aloha, we're here with Anake Anela here from the Hula Halau Olono. Can you tell us about this halau?
This halau is located in Burien, and we have probably now close to 50 students. When Auntie started out, Auntie Manu Lono, she's the kumu for the halau. She had maybe 10. And in the last few years, they dropped off, and now she's had this core of 7, and now it's grown to 50.
Wow, that is quite a growth. What are the age ranges?
They range from 5 to almost 74.
Wow.
I was going to say 75. 74.
And do you do kahiko, awana?
We do kahiko, awana, we do hapa hauli, we do all of it. Auntie Manu is from Kauai, and she was such the entertainer when she was in Hawaii. She was a dancer since she's been baby. She's danced for many groups. She's played music with everybody in the world, I swear. We can't go anywhere with Auntie and go, ooh, Auntie. We all look, not me. It's Auntie Manu, we know. But she has that wonderful personality that you want to be around her. She has so much knowledge. I mean, just saying hello to her, you get this feeling of aloha from her. And I've never had that from a teacher before. And to be here in Seattle area to receive that is so, so rare. We get people calling from the islands for her to go back. And she goes, I got to finish what I'm doing here.
So how did you find her in the first place? How did you hook up with this halau?
Back in 1998 or 9, I don't remember, Uncle George and Ope came up here. I used to belong to another hula group, but mostly haulis. I was the token Hawaiian. And I'd been the president several years for this. And one of the people in the organization said we should have a competition. How hard is a competition? Well, we tried the competition, and Uncle said, you have a icon here who really could help you. Her name is Manu Lono. And I heard of the person, but I didn't know who she was. I had a hula sister kept telling me, come take hula with Auntie Manu. We've been doing this since we were kids. We always took from different kumus. And So Auntie ends up in the hotel with us. And I remember Auntie, she had this beautiful red dress on. She just came from work. And she walked in and she was so regal. I mean, it wasn't like I'm shy. I mean, her presence was just stunning. And I thought, this is Auntie Manu. And my eyes just popped and I went, oh wow, put a face to a name now. And that's how I met her, was through Uncle George. Well, we did this festival for several years, and then it kind of went on its way. Auntie Manu was the steering committee for us, and she did such a wonderful job with us. And it went on for about 5 years, and then I stepped out, and it kind of went down the drain. It just kind of didn't have the same mana. The mana was gone, and we knew it. So I left. And Auntie was teaching hula, and she says, you need to come. You are Hawaiian. So it took me probably 2 years after that, I started with her. So I was like, I should have done this a long time ago. But now I've been with her almost 17 years. Wow. And it's been a joy. I mean, I've come from the low ranks up to where I feel a little more comfortable with my hula because I was trained here in Seattle.
Okay.
So it's a different...
Which is very different.
Different than the island.
Yes.
And I go back and forth with my hula. The halau, we have a variety of races. I mean, we've got everything from Haole, Filipino, Guamanian, Japanese, Okinawan, Irish.
Wow.
We have Swedes, we have Norwegians, we got beautiful blonde Norwegians. I mean, we got them all. And I think this is so neat because we all seem to come together and it's so cohesive. That's the thing about our halau. We're all we all intermix with each other. We have different groups coming saying, can I learn that one? Sure, come on in. Auntie goes, you can learn that. It's not like, it's not your class, you can't do this. You want to learn.
So it has a real Hawaiian feel, the way it's supposed to be.
And the halau is even adorned with pahu drums. Leis that we brought home from Hawaii, maile, dried maile all over the place. I mean, and people are always bringing something. Food, you come to halau. We never leave hungry. Our halau is so cool. And we have such a feeling. It's like you can sense when you walk in if someone is really ready to dance or not, And you just go over, how was your day? And it just kind of like melts away and then get going. And that's what Manu does to us in the halau. She just kind of expands it all and just everything is okay. And she's got our babies, our 4-year-old to 7 are our babies. Then we have teenagers. The babies are already starting their olis.
Oh, nice.
And that's what's nice. Our teens do really well in their oli. And they pa'i for the babies, and it's so cute.
Oh, what a great experience.
Yeah, it
give
is.
them a leadership role and
it is.
help mentor the younger generation.
And that's what it's about, passing it on. I'm passing it on to my daughter and my granddaughter who all dance for the halau. Some of the ladies have their children that I've known for years that danced with other groups or other halaus. Their children are taking because the word is out about Auntie Manu.
Well, and I was going to ask if other people are interested in joining. Is it open? Is there requirements?
Yes.
How would they?
They would come in, and there's some cards on the table. People have been picking them up today to find out our beginner class, and she usually has them come into the class and watch. And if they've had hula or something, she would say, "Okay, we're going to go through the warm up again. Would you like to join in? Yes or no?" Whatever.
Hila.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, if they're that shy, they're not going to make. But most of them, they do come up and they try and they come back. That's how we got our intermediate ladies class.
Okay.
They all used to take hula when they were kids, and now their children are taking hula. That's where our babies come from, and now they're taking hula themselves, and it's really great. It's our Sunday class we have in the morning for the moms, which works because Dad's home on Sundays,
right.
so they get the kids.
Right. And so, do you take adults who are beginners as well?
Yes, she has. We have our beginners now are 2 years, so they're a little more past beginners. But yes, we're trying to work up another schedule on. It's hard on Saturdays because we do a lot of our things on Saturdays.
Right.
So she's trying to work on schedules that we can flex our, maybe every other week or something like that, or we come on. But we, our Moki Hana group, we get together on our own a lot of the times. If Auntie's off to Hawaii somewhere doing something for her family or something, she belongs to a foundation in Hawaii also, so she does things over there and comes back, and between the 5 or 7 of us now, we kind of run our own class, so we kick in because we've all had the numbers that they had, so we kick in. So there's all this camaraderie. You can tell I'm Hawaiian or Italian. Actually, it's Irish, but yeah. So we just kick in and help, and she never worries when she's gone. She was gone for a month and a half to Japan.
Well, it sounds like she leaves the halal in good hands.
She does. Between all of our class and the other classes, we all love to get together and, oh yeah, I remember that dance. Let me see my dance notes. I don't remember it. There's a few of us.
Yeah.
I mean, there's these young kids. I mean, they're yang, yang, they can remember it. But, you get past 50, it's like, did I learn that? Oh yeah, I remember now that I see it. It's things like that. So
if someone was interested in finding out more, do you have a website? Is there a presence online
we have
somewhere?
we have a website. It's Manuiki Foundation. It's under that, so you look under that, or you could go under Haleo Lono. We have a website for that also.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much.
Aloha. Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Come on. Get on, Uki. Ich. Ni. Son. She. Yo. Come on, Saikensuki. Jodan Saikensuki. Come on.
We're here with Ashley from IUSA. Ashley, can you tell us what is IUSA?
Well, IUSA, it stands for the Academic Year in the United States of America, and we are an international high school exchange program. So we're here looking for host families to place exchange students with from all over the world. And that's kind of what we do.
And so what does it involve being a host family? What duration of time? What kinds of commitments?
There are children that are here for 5 months, but most of them are here for the whole school year, so 10 months. And for having an exchange student, how we've always done it is our exchange student becomes part of our family. So you treat them as one of your own children. You give them rules that your own children would live by, and stuff that they have to pay for themselves, obviously, and stuff that you would compensate them for, and just treat them as your own child.
So as a parent of a high schooler myself, I guess one of the questions I would have is what kind of communication do you have with their parents back in their home country?
Let me help me with that one, Mom.
Me to answer that one?
This is my mom. She also works for IUSA. She's Cindy Johnson.
I'm Cindy Johnson. I've been with IUSA for quite a few years. And in hosting, it really depends on the country our student has come from. German students, I have talked to their parents. Our Bangladesh student, her mom did not speak English, or the kids from Africa or even Thailand. So it all depends.
Okay, and is there some expectation that the students you get will have some basic English knowledge?
Yes, they have to know some English. Because generally the people there who are hosting them don't know their language.
Right.
So I think they have to have a certain score on a test to be able to be in the program.
Okay, and then I see that you have 2 exchange students with you here.
Here we have Tina, she is from Thailand, and we have Manal from Bahrain, sorry. And they're here to write names in Thai and Arabic for people.
Great. So Tina, can you tell us a little bit about your experience?
Okay, cool. So I'm Tina, I'm exchange student from Thailand, and I live with my host family. This is my host family. This is my host mom, this is my host sister, and I've been here for 5 months, and I enjoy here so much. I have a lot of experiences and I've done the thing that I've never done before, like ice skating. What else? Bowling, kind of thing. Yes.
So what was sort of your biggest surprise when you came here for the first time?
Well, actually everything surprised me. Kind of I think culture and the way they live life, they have Actually, like back in Thailand, I have a small family too, and then here's a big family, and it's kind of surprised me. I know everything surprised me.
And Manal, can you tell us about your experience?
My experience, I was placed in Port Angeles, which is, for me, it was like, whoa, I was placed in the middle of nowhere. And I thought like all America is like New York and big cities like Seattle. And it was really fun, actually. Living in a small town is really different and really nice.
Did you find it difficult to make friends in your new school?
It is kind of difficult because of the fact that we change classes. Because in my country we don't change classes, we stay with the same people. So here it was kind of hard to find good friends and know who are good and who are not good. But I actually found good friends, and yeah.
So what would you tell somebody from your country who's considering coming here? What advice would you give them?
I would say that they have to hang loose and go with the flow, and it's a once in a lifetime experience, so they should come, like definitely.
And I'm wondering from you, what is like one piece of information you're going to bring back to your friends at home when you return, and what are you going to share with them?
Oh well, I'm gonna tell that you should come here, and you will find a thing that I can't explain in words. It's kind of like you have to come here and then experience it by yourself. You gotta know. Yeah.
Great, thank you guys so much. And as a last question, where can interested host families find you?
Well, we have a website, SeeUs.org, or if they want to find me personally, aajohnson@iusa.org. That's my personal email, so if they want more information, they can email me, and I would be gladly to give it to them.
All right, thank you guys so much. I appreciate talking to you, and your English is fabulous, so thank you.
Thank you so much.
And now we're here with Nancy Basket from Women of Vision. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm great, thanks. Can you tell me what this is?
Okay, we are a local grassroots organization that works with leadership development of women around the world and locally. This year we are sponsoring our International Women's Day event on March 8th here in Tacoma.
And what would the Women's Day event entail?
This year we are working with the UN theme of Beijing Plus 20, and we are having women who attended the Beijing conference who will be talking. Plus we have people who are working on projects around the world, South Africa, Cambodia, and they will be talking about how women are working and how Women of Vision is helping and supporting the program this year.
Okay, so what is the philosophy of Women of Vision? What's your driving motivation?
Driving motivation, is trying to give women and families that support that they will need for them to advance themselves. So we're not there to do stuff for them, we are there to support them. I worked with programs in South Africa. We have people working in South Africa with the child abuse centers, domestic violence centers. I've worked in Siberia, teaching women to raise rabbits as a part of against domestic violence so that they could feed their families, etc. Locally, we do educational and what they call a women talk, which we bring in guest speakers quarterly to talk about things that women here locally will be helpful for them. We're talking about doing ones on supporting legal responsibilities needed for the older senior citizens, so they know what they need to support them, etc.
Okay, so it sounds like it's a social, helping social issues, also helping maybe professional and just advancement so that they can live more comfortable and safer lives?
Yes, and this year, every year we pick a project to do. And last year we were raising money to donate pigs to women in Cambodia. This year we are working with the Birthing Project, which is Birthing Project USA. And what they do is they develop birthing kits and then they give them to women around the world, mostly in Africa, Central America, etc. And it's everything they need for a safe birth. And it's $5 donation. We collect the money, then we send them to the organization to help them get it down to where they need it to be.
You know, I just read about that on the internet. I just read an article talking about this project. If people are interested in donating and they're not near somebody, where can they find this information and be able to give these donations?
Okay, you can contact through Women of Vision NGO on the Facebook. It's probably the best one. Or there's also the Birthing Project USA directly. So we want you to be involved both ways.
Okay.
Perfect.
Great. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
If you haven't used it, it's probably already
What do you mean? Once you know this basic, pretty much get pretty good and learning how
Hi, I'm here with David from Colway. David, can you tell us about your products here?
Yeah, we have my company name is Colway. We have 4 kind of product like a water purifier, an air purifier, an electric bidet, and water softener.
Okay.
So most of our product is line up the good for a water purifier. I can introduce to the Seattle. We have a reverse osmosis filter system. So made most purify the water.
Okay.
So I heard that the Seattle still good water and it is still clean, but the tap water still has a problem for the pipeline. So that make a secondary the bad items that could be in your tap water. So we made the clean water. Yeah.
Okay, and it looks like you've got some where you get water from a machine. This looks like something I might see at an office.
Oh yeah, there is some option. We have just a basic water purifier, but the other option we can call the hot water function.
Okay.
Or this machine has included the ice maker with purify the water.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Also, what is the good thing for our product is so you can choose purchase or rental. The most people like our rental program because we have a free installation and free filter replacements for every 6 months.
Okay.
And free AS means free for the maintenance plan.
Okay.
So maybe you don't need to pay any extra when you choose a rental purchase plan.
And then as soon as you're finished, they can just call you and you can, if they move or something, yeah.
Exactly right.
So
we have a price starting like this product. This is for just the water purifier under sink style. As you can see, the price plan we starting at $26.99 per month.
Okay.
That means just less $1 per day, and you can have unlimited water. Purified water in your house for your whole family.
So then, how complicated is it to install? Will it go in anybody's kitchen or?
Yeah, any kitchen, but we have our installation technician. So we have a free installation plan, so you don't need to worry about the installation.
Okay.
Yeah, regardless of how long time we take the installation, you don't need to worry about that.
Okay,
Yeah,
and I have to ask you, the one that looks like a toilet, what exactly is this?
This is for electric bidet. So most people, they don't like it because they don't know it. Yeah, usually this bidet system from the European, like France,
Right.
they have a European bidet, but could be inconvenient because you need to do the business here and go to another bidet. But this one it has installed on your toilet bowl. So you don't need to move to clean up your body, all right? So we can have just one spot and clean up and air dryer function, so you don't need any problem. Yeah.
Great. And if people are interested, can they find you on the internet somewhere? Do you have a website?
Yeah, I'll show you. Maybe I can tell you we have a Colway-USA.com. This is our American company website. There is English and Korean function, so you can get our product information, and you can call us to our branch in Seattle. The number is 253-517-8908.
Okay, thank you so much, David. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you for your time. See you.
And that concludes our trip to the Tacoma Dome for this Valentine's special. Thanks for watching and bye!